Hello everyone, my name is Chloe Hodges and I'm going to be performing a eulogy and a poem for my Nana that passed away about a year ago. I miss her very much, and so I love getting to think about her and the times that we spent together making memories and having fun. I think that poems are a great way to display your feelings about someone through beautifully written speech. It's easier to describe my emotions about her in a poem than just describing who she was. This is a poem by me, Chloe Hodges. Sandra Hodges, or as we call her, Nana. She was 5'2", but much stronger than you, was told what to do, but would not listen. She baked away all day in the kitchen, not complaining about the work she would do. If you were hungry, she always knew. Walk out of her door feeling 5 pounds fatter because we would always lick the end of the batter until we meet again. She never missed my sports events, would show up 30 minutes early just to not miss, just so she would make sure we got that big ol' kiss. Every day with her was pure bliss. It was only just me and my sis. She loved her only 2 granddaughters to death until she took her last breath, until we meet again. She would always check in. She would just make sure she brought her banana chocolate chip muffins, and we would help her with her phone buttons. She would never be not dressed up. She always babysat and loved our pup. Maybe give it away too many treats, as she would sit in her seat until we meet again. Not a day goes by that we don't miss her smile. From pictures, the most beautiful bride down the aisle. Young women in love, taking on 2 children at marriage. With joy and a smile on her face, she provided for her family. She put others' needs before her own. That was clearly shown. She would make sure all of our clothes were sewn until we meet again. We love you. We miss you. We cherished our time spent with you. We were blessed with more years than we thought. Still doesn't make it any less hard as you went up to your heavenly Father until we meet again. I miss the simple days of baking, watching movies all day long, not having a care in the world, not knowing what day it was, playing games just because. You were so fun to be around. I will miss the days with you as you never seemed to frown until we meet again, Nana. This is a short story called The Loss of a Loved One by Sarah Longus-Warren. I find myself wishing that it wasn't real because he was so young and he was going to miss out on a lot of things in life. Every time I think about it, pain is all I feel. Tears fall from my eyes as I look at him in his coffin. I can barely see, but my heart tells me that he'll always be with me because I love him. I'm glad he feels no pain now as he lives in a perfect land. I can still feel the soft touch on my shoulder of his loving hand and hear his laughter as he makes fun of me. I lie in my bed and cry at night, hoping he would hear me and talk to me. And I don't feel any better in the morning light. I love him and I miss him forever until the day we are together again. Together in that perfect place above, I will hopefully see him someday. It's been a month now since my brother passed away, and an angel whispered in my ear in a dream to take her hands and come with her, and then she said, "Your work here is done." I went away to a place where there are no tears, no sorrow, only laughter and smiles. There will always be a tomorrow. As I moved amongst the clouds, I could hear my voices from my brother. I looked down and smiled upon him and went down to give him a big hug, but he disappeared like a mist of clouds. The angels sing a heavenly song as I would come to land on a cloud with a big old gold gate that says heaven. I felt like I wasn't alone anymore. All who went before me were here, and they awaited my return. Then I heard a voice that reminded me of a loved one. It said, "I know you'll grieve, and you'll wish I was still here. I am here in the memories you hold dear." I couldn't, Regents, the voice continued. "Remember how much I love you, and know how I took your love with me. I started to look around. The voices were giving me headaches that drove me mad. I pushed the Golden Gate open and walked on inside. I was warmly welcomed by all my loved ones that had passed away. This was a dream I would certainly keep in the midst of my heart, and I can recall it at 100. The reason I chose to do these two were because I felt like they were both great representations of emotion through the death of a loved one. Both of these literature styles were able to portray my emotions towards my Nana and why I loved her so much. It's important to spend time making memories with your elderly grandparents, as I'm so thankful that I did before she passed away. Life is so precious, and I want to make sure no one misses the opportunity of spending great time with their loved ones before it's too late. I'm so thankful I was able to make so many fun memories that I will cherish in my heart until we meet again in heaven. Thank you, guys.